So today I'm doing another tag video for Tag Tuesday. Today I'm doing the Bookish Academy Awards tag. This was created by Bookadooodles, and so she took 14 Academy Award categories and transferred them to booktube related categories, and so we're going to do some awards. For award number 1, Best Actor or Best Male Protagonist, I picked Ender Wiggin from the Ender's Game series. I don't have his book with me right now, but I love Ender so much because he's so young, but he has so much like life and experience in him. He's a compassionate person, he's smart, he's really good at bringing people together and making things happen, and he's very considerate of not just all people but life forms in general. And so I feel like he is a really good example of a great male protagonist. Then for 2, we have Best Actress or Best Female Protagonist, and for that I chose Alice from Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland. I love Alice so much. She's a little more like me than I want to admit, but she's so just young and fun and full of life and curious and quirky, and I think that those are all things that I enjoy seeing in a character, and so that's why Alice is my favorite female protagonist. For 3, we have Best Cinematography or Best Plot Twist. And so for that one, I chose Jodi Picoult's The 10th Circle. This book seems pretty straightforward, at least in the beginning, and a little over halfway through the book, things completely change and just derail you and cause you to wonder how you missed this in the first place. So that's definitely one of the best plot twists. For the next Academy Award, we have Best Supporting Actor or Actress, so we've got sidekicks for this. And for these, I chose Ron Weasley from the Harry Potter series for the male protagonist, or whichever. I love Ron because Harry has a lot of really serious stuff in his life, and Hermione is very bookish, especially at the beginning, and so I feel like Ron is great at just enjoying life and being a kid through all the stuff that they have going on. I think that that really improves just the relationship and their experience, and he's just a great sidekick. For the girl, I chose Valentine Wiggin from the Ender Wiggin series. I like Valentine because you see it in later books that she goes with her brother when he goes out to these other worlds, and she's just as smart as he is. She's very compassionate, and she's just a really good companion for him as far as life and things that are going on. She's smart and still has that like older sister kind of quality when it comes to him, and I think that that makes a really good relationship for them. Then we also have Best Costume Design, that is the best book cover. For that I have The Merry Adventures of Robin Hood. This copy that I have has a whole bunch of little pictures on the front of different scenes, and it's got even more on the back, and it's definitely my best book cover. Then for 6, we have Best Original Screenplay or Most Unique World. And for that one, I had to go with Oz. That is from The Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum. There's a lot of other worlds I like. I obviously love the Harry Potter world, but I feel like as far as my favorite in uniqueness, I think that this is something that, especially at the time that it was written, is so unexpected and new. There's so much, there's creatures, there's people, there's color involved. It's a whole new place, and so I definitely think this would win Best Screenplay or Original Screenplay. For 7, we have Best Adapted Screenplay. So for us, that is a book-to-movie adaptation, and I have chosen The Time Traveler's Wife. I really love this book, and the movie I thought was really good. I didn't have anything super like, oh my gosh, why did they do it that way? Some of you might have, but for me, I really liked The Time Traveler's Wife, so I chose it for Best Adapted Screenplay. For 8, we have Best Director. That is a writer you discovered for the first time, and for that one I chose The Book Thief, and now I have forgotten the author's name, but I really love The Book Thief, so that was definitely one of the best ones from a new author that I read this year. For 10, we have Best Visual Effects. That is Best Action in a Book, and so for that one I chose Divergent by Veronica Roth. I absolutely love the action in this book because it's not just about, oh, there's all this fighting going on, especially like throughout the book. At the end, obviously, there is violence and action for a reason, but even during the story, they're doing like exciting, adrenaline pumping things, and it's fun. It's not just about, oh, we've got to fight, and so I really like the action in Divergent. For Best Animated Feature, that is a book that you thought would work well in an animated format, I chose Watership Down. In this book, it's about these rabbits, and their life gets totally torn upside down whenever the land that they're living in is being cultivated and they have to move, and I can see that, especially since it's animals, being perfect for animated. For 11, we have Best Musical Score. That is the best music in a book-to-movie adaptation. And for that, I chose The Fellowship of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. The music in this is amazing. I have this on my phone. I listen to the soundtrack all the time. I absolutely love the music in The Fellowship of the Rings. For 12, we have Best Short Film. That is a best novella or short book. And for that, I chose The House on Mango Street by Sandra Cisneros. This book is a book of vignettes, and so they're like short, 2 or 3 page, just little snippets, like snapshots of her life. And they're told in first person, and it's just really like emotional and right in there in life, and so I absolutely love this as a short book. For 13, we have Best Picture, that is Best Standalone, and for this one I chose To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. This is one of the best books that I feel like it doesn't relate to anything that I generally would go for about like fantasy or series. It's just a book by itself that is really impactful, and so that's why I chose it for Best Picture. And then the last one is Best Documentary. That is a historical fiction or nonfiction, and I don't own this, but I picked The Red Tent, which I read, and it's historical about biblical times and about women and young girls during that time period, and I think it has a lot of really good historical elements in it while still being a fiction novel and still having a plot, and so that's why I chose it for Best Documentary. And those are the 14 Academy Awards for books. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll link Bookadoodles video below, and maybe put the questions down below also, so you can do this video if you want to, and I'll see y'all next week. Thanks.